Hi, I'm Sam Barr with Gearloose Lapidary. I'm the owner and Gearloose.com. Today we are going to charge a Zinc Plus lap, and we're going to charge this for pre-polish, and we're going to use a PCD 3000 grit for the polish here. Now PCD diamond is more aggressive than your monocrystalline diamond. We sell the two types. A lot of people, once they start using PCD diamond, they don't go back to the mono. The mono is a little bit cheaper. The main difference is mono diamond is going to have like a spherical small diamonds when you look at it under a microscope. When you look at this under a microscope, it's going to have a lot of edges to it. It's still the same grit, but there's a lot more surface area there, so it tends to charge and polish or pre-polish about 3 times faster than the mono. So we're going to open up a brand new Zinc Plus lap. Okay, so I got some fingerprints on it, but when you get a brand new lap, it's going to look like a CD, and which tells you that it's brand new and perfect, but this is not a very good surface to pre-polish with. So we are going to put this on the machine and get it started with our charging. Oh, before I do that, this is a one-side lap. This is a laminated lap, so you can tell right here that this is the zinc part. That's where the label is. The rest of this is aluminum. This is tooling aluminum, and you are not going to use that side, just the zinc side with the label. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and clean any oil, dirt, grease, and we're going to use a little piece of paper towel and some denatured alcohol. You're going to want to do this every time that you start using a charged lap like this, and also when you're done using it, you will also clean it with the denatured alcohol before you put it away. So put it on speed of 3, get a little alcohol on our paper towel, and just run it from the inside out to the outer edge. Okay. This is pretty clean, there's not much showing up there. And whenever you use a piece of paper towel, just go ahead and throw it away right afterwards so that you're not contaminating anything. Okay. And that's clean, and we're just going to dry it off. Okay. For charging, I'm going to use this is a piece of synthetic corundum, ruby. This is half a boule that was split, and I've prepped the edge of it so it's rounded. And I usually do this on my cabbing machine, but you can do it on your faceting machine as well. Presumably you have just cut your stone with 600 and you're going to pre-polish. Now whether you choose 3000 or 8000 for your pre-polish is up to you. The 3000 is more aggressive and it does cut, so I do like using it probably a little bit more than 8000, but that's really personal preference. Either way, we want this boule to be prepped so that this surface is kind of similar to 600, or whatever you cut last on. So if you take a look at this, you can see that it's kind of got a satin finish, but it's not shiny. This is approximately what 600 would look like, even though I did this on a cabbing machine. If you are using cabbing machine, I'm using This was done on the 280 resin wheel. If you're using your machine, then just use your 600 lap to get it like that. This is going to tell us whether we're starting to get polish or not, and when our charge is finished and it's ready to start cutting. Okay, next up, we need some oil on this. Alright, so for oil and charging, we're going to be using snake oil. This is a proprietary product that we sell. Lots of people use other things, but this is what we use. I don't recommend the WD-40 though, although some people use it too. So we're going to put some oil on here and get it running again. Again, we're going to just work from the inside out. I want a nice even sheen of oil on there. And for, if you could get a little closer and take a look at that. So you want a wet appearance across the whole lap. This is particularly true for new fasteners or people that are new to charging. For my students, I have them charge and keep it wetter than somebody who's been cutting for a couple of years. Might run theirs a little drier. If you run it drier, it's going to polish faster, but it takes a while to learn where that sweet spot is, where it just starts to grab and polish really quickly. But I don't recommend that for beginners or anyone who's new to charge laps. Keep them wet, and we'll go from there. So we've got 3000. This is a brand new one, so we're going to twist it out. And we're going to apply this to the center and just pull it out to the edge. And that's going to create a little spiral. Now, if you want to take a look at that. Now I'm going to rub this in with my finger all the way across. There's a little bit of grip, so the lap is kind of going to move on its own if you have the right consistency. If not, you can twist it a little bit. Okay, now we are ready to start charging with the Boule. Now I'm going to listen to this a little bit. If this is a little too dry, it may sound a little scratchy, and then I'm going to add a little bit more oil before I do this. Also, I'm trying to feel and see if it's dragging anywhere. It's dragging a little bit right here, so I'm going to just add a drop there, maybe add a drop there. It's very light pressure with the Boule, and we're pushing the diamond into the surface of the zinc. Now I'm not running this very slow. I don't want to create any grooves on here. So move it back and forth and just give it time. We want a good charge built up and pushed into this lap. Again, it's light pressure. You shouldn't be hearing a lot of scratching or anything like that. If you are, you're too dry. Now, one thing with a brand new lap that can happen is that in this initial charging, we're changing the surface, and you can get some metal on here. So let's take a look at this and see if we're getting any metal on here. You can see some of the swarf buildup. And no. And you can see with the PCD diamond that this does a really fast charge and is pretty aggressive. So it didn't take very long at all to get this lap charge compared to a 60,000 diamond. It's going to take a lot longer. So this is ready to go. That lap is charged. Did you get a good close-up of that? But before we start, we want to wipe off some of this swarf. So I'm going to run it again, and it's pretty wet right now, so we want to take some of that off. And basically that's ready to go. We've taken off a little bit of the swarf. Now take a look at this surface. Now you can see that it's not a mirror finish anymore. It is, you know, you've got some little lines in there, and this is a perfect surface for doing your pre-polishing. So this is ready to go. 3,000 on a Zinc Plus. This is fairly aggressive when you're using PCD, not quite as much when you're using mono, but they both make excellent pre-polishes on most materials. And then the last thing that we want to talk about is when you're done for the day. Well, actually before that. So this charge is going to last a little while, but it doesn't last forever. So as you're pre-polishing, pay attention to how fast it's cutting. And if it starts slowing down, then go back, add a little oil, add some more of your 3000 grit, rub it in, and charge it again. So you may have to do that. If it's slowing down, you may have to do it every 5 or 6 facets. That's normal. Now at the end of the day, when you're done fasting, you want to clean this off. Oh, before I say that though, as you're cutting, you're also going to build up some more of that swarf. So you want to use the oil and a paper towel to keep it clean, so that it looks about like this. If you start getting that black buildup or swarf, then clean it off. Usually it comes down to that I do it at the same time. Like I'll clean off the swarf and then I'll add some more diamond and charge it a little bit. And let's see. So when you're done using it, then we want to clean this before it goes back in its bag and you store it. And that's when we break out the denatured alcohol again. So put that on here. See the swarf that we're taking off. We're going to keep doing this until these are clean. And every time you use a paper towel, make sure to throw it out afterwards so that you don't have any contamination. Again, with the denatured alcohol. And we just keep doing this until it's clean. may not be perfect, but almost nothing left. So try drying that one more time and it'll be perfect. Okay. So this is what it looks like cleaned up, and it is ready to take off and put back. Zinc Plus is pretty easy to charge, and I hope this helps. Thank you.